offering a brand new start in a season of turning inward toward the soul and the softening of one new heart in a season of atoning. One new heart, I will make an offering, a brand new start in a season of turning inward toward the soul and the softening of one new heart in a season of atoning. I hold you as you hold me. I turn to you as you turn to me. One home, I will make an offering, a brand new start in a season of turning. I turn to you and the softening as you turn in a season of atoning. My heart, I will make an offering, a brand new start in a season of turning. I turn to the soul and the softening as one new heart in a season of atoning. One new heart, I will make an offering, a brand new start in a season of turning inward toward the soul and the softening of one new heart in a season of atoning. I will make an offering as you hold in a season of turning. I turn to you and the softening as you turn in a season of atoning. One new heart, I will make an offering, a brand new start in a season of turning.
Welcome, everyone, to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Kent, where our mission is to inspire love, seek justice, and grow in community. The first Sunday of every month, we're trying out having a community service where we have a short worship service followed by engaging in activities together. Today we have activities focused on our theme of acts of love. The rest of the services this month will follow the usual format, and next week our minister, the Reverend Stephen Protzman, will be back in the pulpit. We will begin today with a chalice lighting. The chalice in the Unitarian Universalist faith is a symbol of love, peace, and justice. Our words today are from Albert Schweitzer, and they remind us of the importance of community. And these are from one of the readings from our hymnal. So I invite you to read these words with me today. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Each week, we create a time of shared stillness for prayer, reflection, gratitude, meditation, or simply being present. We can remember who we truly are, reflect on life, and reconnect with the sacred mystery that is at the very heart of life itself. So now let us enter a time of stillness. I invite you to just settle in your space. In the spirit of being a community of compassion and care, we take time to honor the important events in one another's lives. We start by asking for people to share the sorrows, struggles, and losses that are in their hearts right now. If you are on Zoom, please use the chat box and your comment will be read aloud. And if you're here in the sanctuary and you've filled out a yellow caring card, please hold it up now and Mary can pick them up. So we're sharing concerns and sorrows first. Vivian Sandlin shares that she's thinking of Sally Burnell and her health struggles. Sally, we send out good wishes to you and hopes for a good healing over the next few weeks. You're in our thoughts. If you would like, you're also welcome to say the name of somebody who you're concerned about, who's on your heart or your mind now. So we'll make space for that if you just want to simply say a name. Yeah, we definitely hold the people in Florida in our hearts, and potentially South Carolina too. I'm not sure how bad it was there, but lots of people facing that now. We have a couple of people who have also shared now some concerns on chat. Raven shares that she's praying for a friend in Arkansas, and Katie Grigg Miller shares that she's struggling with COVID. I offer you these words from the Reverend Richard Gilbert. Come into the circle of caring. Come into the community of gentleness, of justice, and love. Come, and you shall be refreshed. Let the healing power of this people penetrate you. Let loving kindness and joy pass through you. Let hope infuse you, and peace be the law of your heart. Caring is a calling. All of us are called. So come into the circle of care. Amen. Life also brings joy, wonder, and awe. We've experienced moments this week that lifted our spirits. Those on Zoom can use the chat box to share your joys. I haven't received any cards, so if we're missing any, just hold them up, please. All right, well, oh wait, here we go. Sorry, chat people. Justine wants to share meeting Marge and Carol, two wonderful, kind-hearted people. Raven shares, Alyssa and I attended Kent U Homecoming Parade. We had a great time. I don't know if anybody else made it to the parade or the game yesterday. And I also want to say, although I'm the only one standing up here in front of the mic, this service is brought to you by a larger village, including people who will be leading the activities, and Julie Swango, our tech person. So just keep all of those folks in mind. They made today possible. So now we're going to take time to be together in ways that let us show our love and care for others in the world, and be that spark that lights the flame in others. And so we have 4 different activities that you can choose from today that I'll describe in just a minute. What I'd like you to do is stay seated while I describe all of the activities and do the extinguishing the chalice, and then you can get up and move to your space as needed. So one activity we have for today is a food collection for Kent's Social Services. We're going to leave from the church in small groups, walk to a nearby neighborhood, and ask for a food donation. And it's a kind of a reverse trick or treat. They give us a food item, and we give them a piece of candy. So I will be organizing this activity. If you want to do the food collection, then please meet in the kitchen, and we will get organized to send people out for that. Now, I do need to note, for any minors, any children or youth under 18, they either need to walk with a parent, or a parent needs to explicitly give permission for an adult to go. So if you have a child under 18 who's going to do this, you'll need to come back to the kitchen when we organize, so we can make sure that we've done this activity safely. The second activity is art activity. You're welcome to write caring cards from the church. Maybe you know someone's having a hard time, or maybe there's someone you haven't seen for a while and you want to let them know that you care about them and appreciate them. You can write them a card, draw them a picture, or we also have racial justice coloring books. These activities will be led by Sandy Eagland. Sandy, you want to raise your hand for anybody who doesn't know who you are? So back at that table, she has those activities. Our third activity is on the theme of racial justice. You can open your mind and heart by exploring the role that race plays in the lives of white people compared to black people. Join in watching two thought-provoking videos followed by a discussion on the vast contrast between racial groups and their experiences. This activity will be led by Christy Anderson. If you want to put your hand up, Christy, so people can see you. It's going to take place down the hallway where the RE rooms are, all the way to the end, the last RE room. Also, you may be aware that the Race for Justice Committee is also going to be offering some special workshops on racial justice. After all of our activities later, if you'd like, you can stop at a table in the back, and somebody will be there to provide you some information about those workshops. The sign up for that is coming up soon, October 9th. And finally, we have a spiritual practice you can focus on today in connection with the Jewish holiday Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, which starts Tuesday. In the spirit of this holiday, you can participate in an activity focused on forgiveness that will be led by Lori McGee. So if you want to do this activity, please remain in this room, and I think you're going to be gathering in this space over here in the circle over here. If you are on Zoom, you can participate in 3 of the activities. If you want to do carrying cards on your own at home and chat with other people while you're doing that, you can select room 1. If you want to watch the videos on racial justice and participate in that conversation via the chat, you can go to Zoom room 2. And if you want to participate in the activity on forgiveness, you can choose Zoom room 3. We're going to ask everybody to gather back here for some social time at noon to have a shared snack. So you're welcome to come back then. And we just have our closing words and our chalice extinguishing. And these words are from the Reverend Julianne Silberman Bunn, that many of you know is a former minister at our church. It was her every Sunday benediction. Go in peace to love and to serve as best you are able. So let the activities begin.